Wake up with the sun in a steaming cup. Tune into the show where the vibes heat up. The Morning Mac got the flavor, got the glow. Start it right, let your energy flow. High takes rising like the morning brew. Fresh ideas and a laugh or two. From the first headline to your daily dose. This is the show where your spirit goes. Oh, it's the Morning Mac, where the time don't lag. Get your inspiration packed in a casual swag. Sip it slow, feel the rhythm hit your toes. Welcome to the place where the good vibes grow. Dreams alive. The Mac got the groove, keeping you in stride. No snooze, just choose to wake up bold. This is your hour, let your story unfold. New ideas with the sunrise spark. Fuel for your fire when the world feels dark. Spinning the tracks of your mental glow. Every listen's a hit on the Morning Mac Show. Oh, it's the Morning Mac, where the time don't lag. Get your inspiration packed in a casual swag. Welcome to the place where the good vibes grow. With a sunrise spark, fuel for your fire when the world feels stark. We're spinning the tracks of your mental glow. Every listen's a hit on the Morning Mac Show. Oh, it's the Morning Mac, where the time don't lag. Get your inspiration packed in a casual swag. Sip it slow, feel the rhythm hit your toes. Welcome to the place where the good vibes grow. Your toes. Welcome to the place where the good vibes grow. Roll out of bed, bring your dreams alive. The Mac got the groove, keeping you in stride. No snooze, just choose to wake up bold. This is your hour, let your story unfold.
It's going to take me a second, but I'm going to get everybody in here. You know, I did people on the Facebook clicking and getting them in here, making sure I share the link. While I'm doing this, I'm also going to YouTube and make sure I share and click on the people to share the link with them. So, and they get their feed from IG. So I try to make sure the people on YouTube and Facebook and IG see me, that you can see me on all these different platforms, right? I'm going to pull this up real quick. Like I said, share it to my people on IG. But while I'm doing that, Grand Rising. How's everybody doing today? It's a beautiful day. It's marvelous and magnificent. And it's beautiful anytime that we on this top side of the soil. You know what I'm doing? You know what I'm saying? Making it do what it do. So you don't know what I'm doing. I don't even know what I'm doing half the time. I am sleep deprived, I think, right now. Didn't sleep well, but y'all ain't got nothing to do with that. You wasn't in my bed. Bam! But this was in the bed with me. Shades of Blue by A.M. Morning. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. This book, I couldn't sleep. I was turning the chapters. I was reading it again and again. I couldn't sleep. It was so good. I was reading the chapters. And then when I did finally nod off, it said it was 6:51 this morning. I was saying, got to be more careful. How in the world did I stay up reading Shades of Blue to 6:51 this morning? Well, I'm going to tell you how. I'm going to tell you how, because I had to read it word by word on my phone with my magnifying glass. It took me forever to get to a chapter. Oh my goodness. I think I'd do better if I just listened to the book. Because every time I try to read it, it'd be like, and then they was, I'm like, oh wow. I feel like I feel like I'm slow trying to read. But I got through it. And my Molly Moss, C Moss helped me get through it. I had to put it in a cup of coffee, honey. Oh, maybe that's why I was up. Because I was drinking that coffee. But I have to get my daily dose of my CMOS, and if I don't get it in the morning, I'll get it in the evening. Sometimes I take it again at night because it helps my nerves and stuff calm down and my gut and all that good stuff, So it could be right in the morning time, But yes, baby. Shades of Blue by A.M. Morning and Molly Moss CMOS. Let's get it. Okay, it's Turn Up Tuesday today, y'all. What's on your mind? We about to turn up. I got some things in motion. Let's say good morning to the panel. Hey, y'all. Grand Rising.
Good morning to you.
What's wrong? You okay, boo?
I mean, what am I supposed to sound like? Shit. Hello, good morning. What am I supposed to sound like?
Okay. For a second, I didn't see the red. I said, Trey naked.
I don't see shit but shades of blue on my screen. Maybe I need to come in and refresh because all I see is the shades of blue background. I don't see you.
Where Molly? Molly.
You know he in here because because stuff moving, but I see
I
shades of
can't
blue
see
right now.
nothing.
It says shades of blue, and then it's the cell phone and it's the book with the brown background. I don't know. I'll leave out of refresh.
You
Maybe it's
don't
my
see me?
phone delayed. No, I see shades of blue on the phone and shades of blue with a book standing
Am
up
I
next to it.
moving? So it might be
It's
frozen.
like a background that's covered up. I'm gonna just refresh mine. It might be my phone. I don't know.
Okay. I don't know. Can y'all see me out there? Molly, can you see me? If y'all can see me, say something. Let me see. Molly, if y'all can see me, say something.
No,
Trey, you still can't see me?
no, I see shades of blue in front of you. I see our windows behind it now, but I see shades of blue covering it up. There it
How the
goes.
hell did that happen?
I don't know. I ain't got the access to either you or him.
Molly, where you at? I ain't got no access to no buttons either. I don't see no usually had the buttons for the you know what? While we
What's
listen,
up to those that are already in here? What's up, Chow? What's up, Josh, Slicky, Rodney? Yeah,
I can't
I knew I wasn't tripping. I said, let me refresh, and I came back to still seeing that. Yeah, but it's good now. Go ahead, holler at your
y'all can
people.
see
You
it
got
now.
go. Yeah, we good now. Go ahead, holler at your people. You got Slicky in here. You got Chow in here. You got Josh in here already. Got Rodney in here. It need to be some type of incentive or something for people that get in early.
You get a key when I see y'all give you a free play with it, but don't play with a keychain when you come out to the show and I see you. Or the next time I see you, you get something from me free. Something from me free. I didn't say what it was, but you get something. Y'all can't see me. I'm looking all cute today. Can't nobody see me.
We can see you now. I thought I already said that the thing is out the way.
Okay. I was like,
Yeah,
wait. And I'm like,
I see. Yeah, I see some new hair. Pull that left strap up though. That shoulder. Pull that left shoulder up. Left on. Yeah, that side. Mm-hmm.
oh, oh,
Mm-hmm.
ah.
Yeah, it's fixed now. Thanks, Rodney.
Woo! Thank you, baby.
Hope Joe the blow.
I don't know.
I can't see it no more.
It's six. But
Uh-huh.
so yes, today, I was watching Dad Mentality yesterday, and they had this artist on there. Her name was Sharon. She does spiritual. She called it spiritual art or spiritual inspiration. Rodney, good show yesterday. Thank you, Dad Mentality. I don't know if anybody caught it, but he brought some good stuff up. Some good stuff and topics. Thanks, Rodney. Woo 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 woo.
Well,
And
shit, tell us about it. Give us a what you call it, a brief synopsis.
well, she was talking about the artwork. Okay, the different artwork that she does, and what brings her to do the different artwork. She said that she started off. She went to a sip and paint, and from there, her and her girlfriend, they went to a sip and paint. She enjoyed it. She just started doing artwork and started framing it. And people used to come over her house and be like, "Oh, who did that?" And she was like, "Oh, you like it?" They was like, "Yeah." She said she used to take it off the wall and give it to people. Then she said her girlfriend told her, "Sharon, why are you doing that? You could be selling that." She was like, "What, for real?" So now she sells her artwork, which is great. And then he talked about the movie Sinners. I came back and gave you a brief synopsis about Sinners, but Rodney came back and gave us spoiler alerts and everything. He just broke it down. I'm like, damn, Rodney, get the people a chance to see the movie Sinners. So they went into that and the subliminal message, or what they call Easter eggs, that means in the movies and stuff like that. And I will say
Spirited imagery. Okay.
Oh yeah, what did I call it? Spiritual art.
No, I mean no. It's same thing. That's what he just. I'm assuming that's the term that she gave it. That's why Rodney is saying spirited imagery.
That's the real name of. I couldn't remember the exact name, but I was like, I knew it was. Thank you, baby, for getting the exact name, because I don't want to do Miss Sharon no injustice. Okay. Because I know when people say Mac in the Morning Show, but it's the Morning Mac Show, but they call it Mac in the Morning.
I ain't know nobody do that, but
yeah, I'm like, that's not the right name. Rodney does it a lot when he's talking. It's the Mac in the Morning Show and blah blah blah. But it's just the Morning Mac Show.
That's because hold on one second. That's because Molly can't. Slicky, I feel like you've been in here long enough to know, but Molly can't pull up comments because of a StreamYard issue right now. So if anything is being read, I'm reading it when I see it, if it's worth reading. But he can't pull up comments at the moment because of a StreamYard issue. So you're not going to see your own comment on the screen.
Not even on Facebook or
Rodney's on his way in. Rodney, you got the link already sent to you, right? Rodney said he's on his way. Can't do a recap. A brief synopsis. Yeah, a brief synopsis. Like
of his show. He didn't like what I was doing. Okay.
I don't think you was really hitting on that, because I asked you to ask the people, to tell the people what's, he was like, oh yeah, her art and everything, real spiritual.
No, that's what it was. Yeah. We talked about her art.
Yeah, but you gotta get me interested. That ain't make me want to watch. I ain't watched this joint last night, but you ain't help. You ain't make me want to, oh yeah, I'm gonna tune into that. No.
Oh no, okay, let him say it. Maybe I'm saying it.
He coming in a minute though. It's cool. It's cool.
Of how it's supposed to be said. I don't know what to say, but that's what it was. That's anybody that tuned in the last night's show. That's what it was. The recap of Sinners, and then they talking about spiritual warfare and how things attack us because we let them in. So everybody, not for you. And they were talking about spirits and stuff because they were saying that a part of the movie about Sinners with the vampires, they was vocalizing and hitting on the point where you can't let the vampires in and without an invitation. They just can't come in all willy-nilly like they want to, not like a ghost or whatever. But a vampire has to be invited in. And they were saying that sometimes we invite trouble in our lives and don't even know it because it's disguised as something else. Woo! And I said trouble could come in the form of anything. People, person, places, things, or whatever. When you invite stuff in your life, you think it's good.
Out you've been working today.
But they didn't hit on on the fact that you can revoke an invite. Just because you tell somebody come in, you could also tell them to leave. If you tell, and that's the
I
truth.
wish y'all get off my dick and talking about John Bivens. I'm so tired of hearing about that. After a
Oh my
while, it kind
God,
of
that's
gets
what.
dry.
Oh,
It kind of gets dry after a while. Like,
well,
you
you
know.
about to really hate me there because, well, hate Marley then, because that picture right there, that is not Mr. John Up. That's Marley wanted to tell me how much Joe Clair and Mr. Bivens look alike.
Oh, I don't care that he's mentioned. I just want y'all to stop
Okay.
mentioning me and his name. I just
Well,
want y'all to stop doing that.
so Marley
'Cause
was teasing
I don't
me
want to talk about
because
who not fucking or who not getting something or who, getting cheated on or anything like that. So let's all just leave it alone. It's dope. It's dead. It's old.
I said that Joe Clair, Tracy, and DJ Flex was in my dream. We was at the club, and I was saying that Joe Clair was kept trying to holler, and DJ Flex was like, that's my woman. And Tracy was like, see, Reese, I told you. Marley was laughing at me. He said, you dreaming about Mr. Bivens? I said, no. I said, I wasn't dreaming about nobody. Joe and them just happened to be in the dream. He said, Joe Clair looked just like Mr. Bivens. So he found this video. Thank you, Marley, for the video. And I'm gonna play it for y'all. And y'all tell me, do you think Joe Clair look like Mr. Bivens? I don't think so. But Marley Marl seems to think so. Hold on, let me get the volume.
Y'all know God, right? God, like, get up in the morning and say thank you, God, and then make sure whatever you say thank you, God, for, and then make sure there's something like after that. Thank you, God, for this waking me up this morning. Thank you, God, for this house. Or thank you, God, for this wife, for these kids. Thank you, God, for making me or whatever, right? Guess what happens? He will give you more of that. He keep giving you more stuff. When you thank God for some stuff, he give you more stuff. Yup. It's really that simple. There's no prompt for you to enter. You ain't got to, click no link below or nothing. All you do, get up in the morning, say thank you, God, and watch you get some more stuff.
That was the moments of clarity with Joe Clair.
Okay.
I thought it was funny the way he looked. And I didn't see no Mr. Bivens. I was picturing Joe singing Oopa Loopa, Oopity Loop. And I couldn't. And Joe's a rapper to sing it all. And I couldn't. I was like, I don't see no Mr. Bivens and Joe Clair. Did anybody else in the audience, did they think that Joe Clair looked like Mr. Bivens? I guess not. See Marley Marl. No, nobody think that Joe Clair looked like Mr. Bivens. Okay.
I don't know. I'm surprised that somebody that just slipped into your platform has enough pull to be a subject.
Well, look, that's what Marley said. He pulled up the video and he wanted to share. So anything could be a subject, whether you just slipped in or whatever. Anything that anybody think of could be a subject. So Joe Clair, it was the looking like a Joe Clair. So that's what that. I don't know. I gotta find a looking like for everybody else. But I don't think that he looked like Joe Clair. I don't think Joe Clair looked like him. Not at all. Shout out to Joe Clair. I love you, Joe. Yay. Joe Clair is a supporter of Shades of Blue. Because he got the book and everything. And he said that he was gonna come on the show. He owed me a show, Joe. I'm still waiting for you to come on. I know you're busy with what you're doing, everything on the radio and then all that filming and everything and your own music. But if you get a spot of time, hit your girl up. All right, love you. Okay, and you too, TJ Flex. I don't want to. I'll be remiss if I miss. Don't want to miss nobody. And Tracy, no, Tracy already got the book too and all that stuff too. But that's what I'm saying, y'all. Shades of Blue by AM Morning. It be like that sometimes. Look, it's like that all the time once you read the book. I think you will enjoy it thoroughly. I got to get that going before I'm able to do the second
You
project.
want to pull the video down so I can see if we can see you and whoever's on the panel because it's not the video's still up.
Okay.
It's too stuck on the other joint. Man. We need to pull it down.
Molly, can you fix the make us back? Let me see. Hold up. And I don't. Okay, can you see the people in the audience? Can you see anybody?
If you talking about the comment section?
Or anything? Did we come down?
Yeah, you should see me on. I mean, I don't know how your setup is. You should see us on the screen.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me look at my phone. Wait a minute.
All right.
Because y'all know I got mine.
Oh yeah, you do gotta have you do have a different setup on your stream, y'all. Yeah, it's back up.
Okay. Oh, righty. So that was enough of Joe Claire and John Bivens looking like thing, because I don't think they look like it all. Okay, but I do got a topic that I want to talk about. See, it's funny because a lot of times people don't like to give to charities and stuff like that. And yesterday, I was watching on what was that? Crime Files. This lady did 5 years, only 5 years in jail. And you know why she only got 5 years? And she was going around frauding people out of money. She was going around befriending these ladies. It was a cancer survivor group. So she befriended these ladies, right? And she got all in the group. It was a big old thing. They made it public. And she was saying that she's a cancer survivor. She cut all her hair off and everything. And people was donating money. People on TikTok was sending her money left and right. And she was at some show. They was just throwing money at her. And she didn't have cancer at all. She was scamming people out of their money using a disease and saying that she was a survivor of it. And going around scamming people out of her money, out of their money. And I was like, that's sad that some people go even lower than that. They said in the DMV alone, just on cyber scamming, they had scammed over $308 million just in 2024. I'm like, oh, Joe the Blow, how do you? But they find a way. They do it. I was scammed. I got duped out of $33 for a Daisy bra. I never got it. Is that considered cyber scamming?
No, it's $33.
No, I mean, I still was scammed out of some money.
Yeah, but when you scamming like a real amount. You can get tricked by just simply paying for something on a site that's not real, but that's not cyber or anything. That's just
Look,
you
if
ordered something from you ordered something from a site that wasn't.
I wonder how many people did that though. How many people ordered from this site? Because it came through. They was advertising it on Facebook, IG, everything. Because you see the commercial come through. Oh, this is the Daisy bra. It gives the woman a lift instead of when you got the hanging saggy boobs. Oh, no matter how big it help lifts you up, and the buttons in the front, and the strap's supposed to be thick, so no, not to hurt your shoulders and all that. And I'm like, wow. So for a limited time, you get 87% off. Was it 88? If you pay right now, get it for $33. And I know because I had to go to Dornay and get my bra, and they got to order and all that stuff. My bra is over $100 just for one fucking. Oh, excuse my language. When I think about, I get upset. I'm like, I need smaller breasts because one is expensive. Now let's Dornay have a sale on. And trying to catch the bras are expensive. So when they said it was $33 for one, I was like, get out of here. And I jumped on it because I thought I was getting ready to get a boob lift and everything's going to hold the girls up. And my shoulder's not going to hurt with the digging into the side of the straps and everything. I was so excited. And I ordered it in time enough to have it for a raw note because I thought, Valentine's Day, I'm going to go over down there with a boob job. But it never came. Okay. So then I said, well, maybe later. It'll come later. What was you going to say?
No, I was looking at the comments.
and it never came. So I thought about it. I said, end of March. It never came. And here we are in May. This is the end of April. And I still don't have my bra. And I know they ain't out there making nothing. You know, the guys are joking, say, oh, they still making your bra because they got to use tip material, whatever. But I know they still not out there making no damn bra. I know. And I have to go back and how do you get your money back, like from something like that?
Yeah.
Is it lost for good? I did it with my Cash App credit card part of Cash App. I bought it. So is there a way that I can get my money back from that establishment? How do I go about doing that? Disputing the charge with Cash App? Do they let you do it?
Depending on their options. It depends on their policy. You gotta read before you purchase anything. I mean, you gotta read the return policy and know what you can do in what situation. So understanding their return policy will definitely help greatly.
Shoot, I wish. Look, I had never got the product, so I need more than just that.
Mm-hmm.
Shoot.
Oops.
Grand rising to you, brother Rodney.
Oh, you saw me. There we go.
Oh, somebody. Grand rising.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
How you doing today?
I'm beautiful. And yourself?
I'm great. And with Cash App, you cannot get a refund unless the party you sent the money to agrees to refund the money to you.
Oh shoot. They got to give me my bra and my money. They got to give me something.
Yeah, I had an issue with that Cash App. I was donating to a charity, and it was a fake charity created that had the same name as the charity. And I donated the money to the fake one, and then like right after they wasn't talking about it on Sway in the Morning, and I donated the money, and like 15 minutes after I donated the money, I heard the person's story, I donated the money, then they was like, hold up, we getting a report that there is a fake charity with that same name that was created. And and I tried to get the money back. I ended up sending the same amount to the right charity, but it was still that I could never get that fake charity money back. So
wow.
Yeah, through Cash App, because the person that you send the money to has to agree to give you the money back. So if it's a scam, then they're not going to agree. That's the whole reason why they did it. You know?
Wow.
And it's crazy that they would create a fake charity so fast on Cash App because people were donating to the real charity, and it was just something as simple as like they had I can't remember what the difference was, but it was like a little difference in the spelling or something like that. That if you just spelled it incorrectly a little bit, you was going to be sending it to the wrong place.
Duped.
Yep.
And it's just well, like I said, over 308 million. What they say, DC, the DMV, that's a lot of money for 2024 to be people getting scammed out of and all that good stuff. But there was this guy, this lady going around saying she got cancer with this organization and she was getting buku money. And then when they found out, hey, ain't nothing wrong with you, you perfectly fine, you scamming people out the money, they only gave her 5 years in jail. And the reason why the story came up, because the lady one of the ladies that's a cancer survivor, one of the head of like whatever organization they had, said that she thought the lady was dead and found out because the lady's getting ready to get out of jail. And she was like, oh, that hurt her very much because she don't think what she did, just her jail time justified that, and they was just talking about the lady, being duped, and then your person that you dupe, you about to come home and you possibly might see them or run into them. So
yeah, did you remember the movie I think what was it called? Beekeeper?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's what with Felicia Rashad. That's what they're talking about really with cyber
scamming.
Scamming. Yeah, they're not talking about and I've seen those Facebook ads where they give you all these percentages off, and you'll never receive the what you call it. I fell for that one too a long time ago.
But
I
why
was
they
trying to.
even let them do it? Why Facebook could stop people from
They can't.
saying certain words, but they can't stop people from scamming people, taking their money?
They can't control. They don't know if the product's coming out or not. And a lot of times those people pay for that advertisement, so they don't care. They got their money. Like, you know, they got their money for the paid advertisement, which is what Facebook wants. And then, you know, whether or not you got the product, that's between you and the person that you bought the product from. Facebook is just a television show. It's just like anytime you go on, you see those shows where they say the views of this person does not represent the television show and this, that, and the other, and blah, blah, blah. It's the same thing as Facebook. The views of the people on here that don't represent Facebook. And whether they scamming you or not, if it seems too good to be true, then guess what? It's usually not true. So
Wow. Trey, you want me to pull this up that's in the that's in the private chat?
You can play some more stuff first if you got it before.
well, I wonder, can I say something real quick?
Yeah, of course you
Yeah,
can.
so
Rodney.
just
I
about last
did
night's
it.
show, Sharon, I have two of her art pieces hanging up here behind me that you can see. I guess Molly's pulling it up. All right. We'll go ahead and do that now.
She's trying to multitask and
Oh, all right, cool beans. No problem. No. I got two of the art pictures behind me. That spirited imagery she did, Sharon did, and you know, it's a very good place to get some Black art. I've talked about it in the past. I'm huge into supporting Black art. I've talked about it with Art with Guapo. I've got several different paintings from different artists all through the DMV. Every time I get an opportunity to buy a piece, I buy one because I just want to support it, and I just want to have, and I like having it. I like having the art. It's definitely a conversation piece and gives you something to talk about. And the fact that you can know these people and be a part of their mission. This is a young lady. Her name is Natasha Burton. If you're in the Oxon Hill area, she sells her clothing and stuff over by the shopping center in Rivertown. Matter of fact, I still have on. This is her shirt that I purchased over there that says DC True.
Mm-hmm.
DC True, and she takes a picture of everybody who buys something and says that, you know, every person that buys something from her is part of her journey. And I feel like when I buy art pieces from, you know, Black artists and things like that, I get to be a part of that journey that they're on. And that, you know, that makes me excited and gives me the reason why, you know, even like Reese, this show to me is part of your art, you know, and I love being a part of your journey. So
and the shirt
and the
Rodney,
book, yeah,
Rodney
absolutely.
supports everything that we do, and
yeah.
I do on the Morning Mac, that I do on the comedy front, that I do on the author front. So Rodney is a part, just like Trey and Molly is a part of my overall journey, because these people support me. But I'm about to cry because y'all make me. Wait a minute, I just got emotional, man. Because y'all love me in spite of me sometimes. Sometimes I can, but you know, y'all love me in spite of me, and y'all believe in what I'm doing and trying to do on all fronts. And that's good to have somebody to love and cover you all over like that. Thank y'all. I'm sorry.
Good.
You caught me in a moment, damn.
Yeah, last time somebody cried on the show, it turned real quickly, so be careful. But
all of y'all niggas stop making me cry.
It's all right. You look good, girl. So we definitely here for. We here for you. Always keep my AM morning by my side. You know what I'm saying? I always got my book near me. But yeah, it's all good. But yeah, I love being a part of people's journey, no matter what they are. I try to help and support in any way that I can, whether it be good or bad. I did want to go back to something, also, which is the whole centers thing. And to be honest with you, last night on my show, I'm gonna bring something and talk it out there. If I can do it on your platform, that's cool.
Come on, let's get it. Turn it up.
So last night on my show, Damian Seamoss decided to come in and comment, which is fine. But I did not post. I accidentally posted one. but I did not post the rest because I refuse to put anything that's. I'm not going to say on my platform, Dickie head ass, and promote whatever it is you're just saying with the name like Dickie head ass. To me, it is the most ridiculous thing. Like if it was Damien, I would have said it. But then the other part is we talked about Sinners, the movie Sinners, and vampires coming into your thing and sucking the life out of your platform or whatever the case may be. And that movie completely iterates embodies what I believe Damien Seaman is. And I'll say it out loud. I say it on your platform. I was thinking about saying it last night on mine, but I decided not to.
Apparently, the message is cross the platform. Every time I get somebody live, I hear the same.
Yeah, so I'm just my last time mentioning it or saying it. You know what I'm saying? But I just want to say it because I want to let him know that I want to let him know that I will never post his post with the name Dickie head ass ever. And to be honest with you, I'm gonna think about it even if it was just Damien, because I don't believe that his motive is to help or what you call it. I believe that he is the embodiment of that vampire in Sinners, walking up to the black juke joint culture, knocking on the door. No, and I mean, to be honest with you, my platform is for a specific amount of people. Destiny has asked to be on my show, and I told her, and I love Destiny with all my heart, and I would support her in anything that she does. But I told her my show's not for you. You know what I'm saying? I'm being honest with you. My show is not for you. You know, and I don't have topics that I feel that you would be, you know, to be able to be included in. And I mean, and that's okay. In my opinion, that is okay. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because I feel that even in Sinners, some things have to be sacred. Some things have to be, you know, protected, in my opinion. You know, and my show for me is my protection. And don't get me wrong, if I come up with a topic that involves that I think does involve her, then I will absolutely have her on the show. But right now, I don't have those topics, and I don't have that idea that I think that would involve her, and I'm not going to force it into my show because my show is my baby. I love what I do. Yeah, I know Molly. No, Molly, you're right. I am racist. My show is for us, by us. My show is for us and by us. And don't get me wrong. One of my listeners is a friend of mine from work who is white, but you know what? He embraces the show with love. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And he embraces the show and would not, you know, like he's
play with it.
Trust me. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. My show is for healing and helping and this, that, and the other. For the culture. And for the culture. Yeah, and for the culture. And don't get me wrong, there's plenty of white people that can represent the culture, but you're not it. And I'm just being honest. You're not it. So, you know, and in my opinion, maybe sometimes you'll be able to redeem yourself in my eyes. I don't see it happening, but I don't think you even want to, and nor do I want you to. You know what I'm saying? But but I will protect it. So that's how I feel.
When you say redeem yourself,
we accept all people over here, Molly said.
That's cool. Period. I'm sorry. Say that again.
When you said that you will never be able to redeem yourself,
I didn't say that. I said hopefully you will be able to.
Hopefully you will.
In my eyes, yeah. But I mean,
from what?
The shit that you put out into the atmosphere.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I've never kept it a secret that I don't like him. I mean, it's never been a secret, and it's never
common knowledge.
Yeah. I've never kept it a secret. You know what I'm saying? No. But I mean, you know, it is. Yeah, I am one shade for being white, but it's just
who said that?
Like I said, Molly, of course. But it's just you know, hey, that's just I mean, you know, it's my show, and unfortunately, it's my party, and I can kick you out if I want to. You know what I'm saying? So, and I mean, that's just how I feel. But I don't want the message to be changed. I want the message.
Yeah, don't let it get altered.
Yeah. Because I don't want it to be changed to anything else other than no. I don't want you. I'm not going to say Dickie head ass on my show because I just find it stupid. and completely. I find it disrespectful to yourself. You know what I'm saying? To name yourself Dickie Headass to me is just lets me know that there's nothing from you right there. You know what I'm saying? And so anyway, I think I harped on that enough, and I'm gonna go ahead and move on to something positive. But I did want to clear that air because I didn't want any confusion about why I will not post his shit and why I am okay with him never clicking on my name. You know what I'm saying? I want everybody to understand why I'm okay with these things.
Understood.
So, there we go. All right, cool beans.
I love the candidness. I mean, and my panelists, my people that come through, they speak their heart out, their heartfelt, and a lot of people agree with you, Rodney. So, I mean, that's your opinion. You're allowed to it, and that's your show, your baby, and you're allowed to do so. Thank you for sharing that, and so nobody else will get confused or Damien won't even get confused if he see this and he know how, you know.
Well, he knows how I feel. He knows it's not a secret, so we move on. But anyway, but you know, KJ, you still allowed on my show. I want you back on. I'll say that out loud. I'm good. I want you back on my show. Don't worry. You know, but we're gonna keep moving. Let's talk about something else good. I'm sorry, we can go into the video now. But
no, we can move to another video because my shit don't match today's vibe. So I'd rather go.
Oh, you don't want me to put? I got it up.
No, I don't really match today's vibe. So.
What's today's vibe?
Scammers.
Well, that's what she brought up, I guess. You know, so it don't really the energy so far. I don't really see my video doing shit for today, so I'd rather just move on to whatever video you got.
Okay,
I apologize. I didn't try to come in here with bad energy.
No, you didn't come in here with bad energy. I was saying, just in general, just the energy in the air just don't seem like what I want to present. Got anything to do with what it feel like today. So I just rather, you know, whatever videos you got. I know you got more than one video. You ain't just got one. So whatever the next one is.
Hey, Molly, just like in Centers, man, they offered them money too. That was the first thing they offered to get in there. You know what I'm saying? Money don't mean everything, dog.
He got that evil spirit.
Yeah, that's the
it's
first
something
thing.
around there.
They always try to make it seem like, you know, y'all watch. You ain't watched Centers, I guess, Molly, but I watched Centers and I watched it thoroughly. I'm gonna watch it again because the first thing they did was try to figure out what you wanted and offered it to you. You know what I'm saying?
But that's what the devil do anyway. Figure what you want and offer it to you, whether it's money, drugs, women, or fame or whatever.
You say woo makes it do.
What you do, what you want, and they offer to you. That's how you get.
Okay.
That's how you get sucked in a lot of stuff. It's got to be tempting. It got to be something, and that's the only way you could get tempted if it's something that you want or your heart or you're desiring. You know, other than that, you're not tempted. If it's something that you don't want, you're not tempted by it. I give you the spinach pie. You know, yeah, whatever. You know, it's like give you this. You know, I give you the pluckies. Yeah, no, thank you. I mean, I'm just saying that. So yeah, they offer you what you want, what you know.
Yeah, because it's easy. I mean, it's easy when you know somebody is coming for violence or coming to mess things up or do something like that. It's easy to close your door. It's hard when you know somebody is pretending to be something that they're not. You know what I'm saying? And then they pretend to be your friend. They come knocking, saying, "Hey, I'm coming to help." When in actuality, I told the story last night about the young lady that me and my wife decided to help. That was her friend that came in saying she needed help. We decided to help her. We invited her into our house. We made her part of our family. And then she spent the entire time trying to get me and Vicky to separate.
100K.
You know what I'm saying? From the inside out, she made up people that didn't exist. I was receiving emails from.
Was she your friend? Was that your friend?
She was Vicky's friend. She was Vicky's friend. Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
And Vicky came to me and was like, "Yeah, my friend's going through some hard times. Her family member, if I remember correctly, her mother had just passed away. Things like that. She was taking a hard time, and you know, it kind of hit me because you know my parents passed away, and she was getting kicked out of her house and all kinds of stuff. We had a house, and we had an extra room, So I rented her a room for the low and helped her and invited her into my house and, you know, this, that, and the other. And, you know, she was sending, next thing you know, she made up these people that don't exist. And I'll tell you how it happened. She made up this guy who was supposed to be her boyfriend and a girl who was supposed to be her best friend. And apparently her best friend was emailing my wife, never a phone call, never a thing, emailing my wife. And this was once I called her out. Before I called her out, she pretended to be our friend. But once I called her out and was like, you know, I told my wife, I was like, you know, these people are not real, right? And my wife was like, what do you mean? I was like, this so-called boyfriend she has is not real. This so-called best friend she has is not real. And once I told my wife that, my wife, of course, goes back to her friend and goes, yeah, my husband doesn't think that these people that you were talking about are real. And when that happened, next thing I know, I'm getting an email from the so-called boyfriend saying that he banged my wife. An email from the so-called boyfriend saying that he banged my wife, talking about intimate things about her that only a person would know that did. But of course, the girl who was her friend knew these, and then my wife started getting emails from her best friend saying that she banged me. And the girl cloned my wife's phone. And every time I texted my wife, she would receive the text. And that's when it took, and let's get, and I'm being 100% honest with you, it almost broke us up. It almost did. My wife actually left me for 2 days.
Oh, wow.
And she left me because she thought I was banging this best friend. Because the best friend is sending her also emails about me, where I was and things like that. But she knew because the girl would know because I would text my wife. You know what I'm saying? And she had a clone of the text and stuff like that. So she knew what was going on and she was using that as a thing. So it just so happened when my wife left, when I was steadily texting her, and then every time my wife's phone went off, the girl's phone went off. And then that's when my wife started putting the shit together, that I wasn't lying, that I wasn't making all this shit up. And, you know, and then once she really realized that what I was saying was true and what was going on, then she came back. And, you know, of course, it took some counseling. We went through some counseling. It took me a while to get things together, but we got it all back together through a lot of counseling and the prayer of God. But it shows you how you can, you know, and that's why this movie hit so home to me. You know what I'm saying? That's why it hit me so home, because it showed me how, it definitely reminded me and showed me how a person can pretend to be your friend and have no other intent but, you know, and then we find out later that this girl had been in love with Vicky for years.
Oh, Lord.
And that her whole intention was to break us up. That was her whole intention from the beginning.
Because she wanted your wife.
Because she wanted my wife and my family. Not only my wife. She wanted my family too. She wanted my family as well. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it was you know, it was something that hit home to me. So
that ain't love. She couldn't have been in love with Vicky, because that's not distributing love to your friend. Trying to tear her heart out. That was love. That's not love. That's obsession. Love ain't supposed to hurt like that. She was willing to let Vicky go through heartache, breakup, pain, all of that, just because she was lusting after Vicky.
She wanted to be there for her. You know what I'm saying? She was going to be there for her, and hopefully Vicky would fall for the trick. And it was, you know, it was a good plan. I mean, it almost worked.
That's a scam right there. That's a real scam. You talk about scamming, you would have lost everything. Scamming you out your whole where you supposed to be your life, and oh wow, I'm glad that you and Vicky was able to see through it. I'm glad that y'all would have got it resolved, and I'm glad you was texting her, because she wouldn't. Look, my phone just done, and who else's phone just dinged?
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
It was wild. It was wild, and then we had to take the phone. We had to get a new phone and everything because she had a app that was attached to Vicky's phone. There's a whole app where she could read her text messages, knew the phone calls and emails. Yeah.
Wow.
So
Talking about scamming. Look, speaking of scamming, look, check this out, and then I want your opinion on what y'all about to see. Check this out. And this is, I think this is local in our area too. Hold up. And I know y'all probably seen it.
Camera for.
Chances are you've seen him.
Try to get to the restaurant.
Sympathized with his wheelchair, his drawn hands, his story ripped at your heart.
Damn, give me money and to get some eat.
Lexington police say he's taken his act on tour of the city to places like the Lansdowne Shops, Hamburg, and the Zandale corridor of Nicholasville Road. We busted this bogus beggar right outside the police department just minutes after a press conference about it.
I appreciate you guys busting me. Yeah, I'm really good at it, really good. I clear about $100,000 a year doing this. Yeah, about 60 to 100. My big boy, I'm just playing. I got to go, y'all. I got to make some money.
He was back at it again.
Why isn't that camera for?
Chances are you've seen him.
Try to get to the restaurant.
Sympathized with his wheelchair, his drawn hands, his story ripped at your heart.
Damn, give me money.
Then this is, you know, right there. You know, he said he cleared 60 to 100,000 a year by doing that, and it makes it hard for people who really do need help, who really are in messed up situations that people don't want to give no more. This, you know.
Before you start, before you continue, you need to take the video down each time you present. You have to take it down before you start talking.
Thank you for reminding me. So I'm gonna take this down because is that it? Let me see.
everybody grab a water.
Again.
All right.
Take it down. I think was that it?
No.
I took it down, right?
You took it down, but when you take it down, you have to put us back up.
Okay, I'm putting this back up. I gotta find a link. There we go. That's us. Okay. That's all. I gotta remember that. I'm so used to.
No, I hate this camera angle.
So used to
Yeah, I know.
snatching them up and putting them down.
But I don't want to say nothing because it'll just happen. There you go. Right.
Well, what happened?
Because the way he came in, when he came in, it fixed the way I like it. I hate the thin one.
The
one that like how you all up in the shit like that.
We all look like LA Josh Preston, the Zordon joint. But
that's ain't that some shiznit? How did he could make $60,000 to $100,000 of panhandling because pulling at people's heartstrings, pretending to be, you know, disabled.
Shit, I just seen one of the old bums around the way when I had to drop my family off in Alexandria, right around 7-Eleven, laid on the ground, still doing the same shit. I was a kid when your ass was doing this shit, and I'm 31. That ain't surprising. I know the same crackheads right down Old Town, still around there cracking it up. You know, like
since you was a kid, he laying on the ground doing the same.
Yeah, and he always like Ned the Wino. You just known him your whole life for just being that, and you didn't. Yeah, so that ain't surprising. People do a lot more than sit on the street and scam.
Yeah, I mean, but Megan, he cleared that money just by. Oh, he lying. He got to be lying.
Motherfuckers nowadays, they come to you with solution. They be like, well, you can go, you know, the ATM over there and they ain't got no service. Motherfucker, I know.
I got Cash App. I got hit by that. I looked at that thing. I was like, you ain't got the home. I was so
blindsided because I'm so sharp. I ain't know what the fuck to say either because I got it.
So the best scam that I ever fell for was when I owned my restaurant. This dude came in there. All right, he came in, so I was in there working. Next thing you know, my work comes in. She's like, the bathroom's flooding. And I go run in there, and the urinal is just spewing water out the urinal, right?
Oh, no, somebody unloosened something.
And I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm like, oh, shit. So I'm getting ready to call my plumber and shit, and this guy's standing in line, and he's like, oh, I'm a plumber. He was like, I can fix that for you real quick. And I was like, cool. So we go in the joint. I was like, how much to fix the joint? He was like, $140. I'll do it for you. And I was like, all right, no problem. So then he go run to his van. He come back in. He fixed the joint. He come back over the joint. And I gave him $140 cash and even paid for his food. Told him order whatever he wanted. It was on me. Thank you. You know, this, that, and the other. And about a month later, the cops come in and they like, hey, did you see this guy? Is this guy coming to your restaurant? And I was like, yeah, that's the plumber dude. And he was like, oh, he got you. He go in the bathroom and unloosen the joint so the water spew out, then stand there, wait for you to panic, and then charge you to fix it. That's his scam. And I was like, well, that nigga got me. I
That
thanked
was
him and
smart as a
everything.
motherfucker because I would not have thought shit.
Hey, I thanked him and everything. I thought he was saving my day. I even
Well, he
was like,
was saving the day, but you didn't know he was the one that messed it up.
yeah, 100%. And I
He
was
would
like,
be the
that's
villain
a
and the
hell of a
hero.
scam. I was like, that's a hell of a scam right there. It was like, you would have got me every time. He could have pulled that joint off like a
Oh yeah,
few
that's
more
my
times.
hometown. Like shit, Aquarius. I was born and raised down there.
And he probably did pull it off a lot.
Slicky said he's seen this before.
What,
He
the
said
guy
like
that did that? The villain
I don't
and
know
the
if he's
hero?
talking about the guy. I think he's talking about like situations like that. Like people like trying to
Vegas.
scam on the street. Yeah.
I think he sent that when I was
So who
talking
put that
about
on? Because
my
I
daughter.
don't.
I mean the girl.
Who moved it to back to this?
I don't know. I
Okay.
ain't touched nothing.
All right, whatever. That's fine.
What happened? Some just see. I feel Steve Wonder. What's what y'all
That
doing?
was Molly. I know it was Molly.
Yeah. Molly. He getting ready to play the LA Josh Preston clip or something in the middle of me talking like he like to do.
Oh, that's what he do. That's what he do that.
Hit that motherfucking button. Higher,
Mario
higher.
be cutting up.
We need a higher button for real.
Yeah, no bull.
Just the higher whenever you hit the joint.
You know, and then you wondering how come that guy wasn't locked up for scamming people? He was at the police station just rolling out.
What
How
they
come
gonna lock him up for? What can they lock him up
stealing
for?
people money?
He ain't
Well,
stealing. People were donating that to him.
They gave it
was
to
under
him.
false pretenses. Okay. All
He
right.
just been saying he doing theater acting.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You never seen street
And they paying
performances
for his,
before?
yeah.
You never seen
know,
street performers?
There used to be a lady that stood
In
outside
DC a
of
lot.
7-Eleven with her walker, and I would be like, one that she had her legs wrapped up, and I know y'all probably seen her because she all through the DMV. Because I was like, ain't that the same lady? She have her hair like wrapped up in a turban, heavy set lady. She wore glasses, and it looked like her leg was wrapped up in ace band up to her knee, like she's been hurt or just got out of the hospital, and she's
Probably a diabetic.
standing there with her walker, and man, because we was like, how the hell she get from there to there? How the hell she get from there? You know, because we was like, how she get all over in front of these different CVS's and stuff? And that's the bad part about it. When you see somebody saying they need to get their medicine or whatever, and they at the front of different, you feel bad. It's like, oh, she ain't got enough to get her medicine.
Shit.
You know, here, let me help. Look, I done got a lot of times, and if it ain't for them, you know, don't charge it to my heart. I know I did the right thing because it came from a good place, good intentions. But shame to those who scamming people as hard as it is out here. One dude tried to scam me, but I got it because he had these.
Yeah, me too, AQ.
He wasn't a kid. He tried to say that he played for Potomac High School, right? It was a high school kid. I said, oh, really? I said, it's such and such is still the coach because my son used to go to Potomac. The boy didn't know nothing I was talking about. I said, let me see that piece of paper. I was like, no, you're not scamming me. You're not getting no uniforms because they already, you know, and the dude had another watch. He had 2 watches on. And I was like, this dude got 2 watches on and they scamming you, begging for money with an Apple phone. I'm like, how you got phone service? How you got a phone, an Apple at that? How you got these stuff? If you don't them phones cost like $1,300?
Yeah, but most phones are $800 or more. I mean, just because you get a deal or something with your phones, I see phones with a $800 value or more, or not more, but $800 value, and you getting a deal because whatever company is offering a deal at that time, or you might have a company for a long time. They might offer you shit for free. And don't forget about credit
But if
either.
you're
Don't forget
homeless and
about your
stuff,
credits.
how you keep paying the bill?
You can get.
I mean,
You
but
can,
there's
DC give out free phones too.
and then saying homeless and saying phone is like saying Africa and saying phone.
Okay.
So it's just like that's kind of like it's ignorant, meaning lack of knowledge, but it's kind of that's ignorant because that's the same thing as saying, "Oh, y'all, I thought y'all was in mud huts in Africa." No, it's well-developed cities in Africa. Same thing as saying like a homeless person not gonna have a phone. They can have a phone. There's plenty of ways to have a phone and have someone paying it for you or something without it being so
DC,
Apple product or
you can
not.
get free phones in DC.
Yeah, it's a
Give
lot
me
of
the
all the
it's a
Apple
time.
pop up.
Yeah.
It's pop up tents around here that you can get a free phone and a tablet. If you got, I think if you got, it's a couple different things. If you got food stamp card and like three other things or two or
Yeah.
three other things, then you can get a phone and you can get a tablet. And
Yeah,
the
Funny
tablet
Man
for
Green
free.
always talks about it too. Funny Man Green
Yeah,
talks about he gets computers and
But he
stuff like that.
I didn't know they still had that program going on. I
Oh,
knew
yeah.
that was doing like the Obama time and stuff. And at the same time, they used to give people free internet. So they could
they
have.
still do that. They still give people free internet.
Okay.
The library rents out Wi-Fi units. That's why one time we was talking about resources. I'll mention that that the library still does that up the street. They'll give you a Wi-Fi
Okay.
box that you
Turn
can have
up.
for like 2 or 3 weeks.
What every library do it?
I don't work at the libraries, so I'm not sure. But
mean,
I just know all I can speak on is the one that I go to, like the library I go to. That's all I can speak on.
Okay. Because
But
I would normally go to the Spalding branch over here off of Old Silver Hill Road. Or what's that off of Old? Is that Old Marlboro Pike? It's Silver Hill Road that way. Yeah, that's Old Silver Hill Road.
that budget might matter too, because Charles County got a little bread. So I mean, so.
Charles,
Yeah, I
yeah.
don't know, meaning the resources. I don't know what people willing to do and with internet and all that type of shit. I just know about this one. I didn't say go to your library, you get internet. I ain't want to tell nobody that because I don't know if you can or not. But I know this county got a little bread, so I know there's a lot of little things to look into around here.
And that the
But
county do. I like the fact that the county got a circular bus that go around and pick you up for free. I like that, and that for seniors and stuff. I like that. I thought PG County used to have a bus that ran in tandem with Metro called the Circular, where you could connect it. But the Circular, Rodney, what happened to the Circular bus?
You got
You
me.
remember
I remember it, but I have no idea if it still runs or not. I don't.
they're
I
not
haven't
poor
seen
kids. They
her.
just raising money, says Molly.
No, this guy wasn't a kid at all. It wasn't for kids. It was for him.
They
He was
still got restaurants on the
scamming.
water, Aquarius. They still got restaurants down there I go to. I love La Madeline and some of them other places down in Old Town.
Start House.
Yeah, exactly. It's still there too. Yeah, it's still live, just as live as it was before.
It's even better now, in my opinion, because they shut down King Street.
Yeah, so everything
and everybody can.
Yeah,
you can't drive down there no more. You can. The restaurants go all the way out into the street.
So I love Old Town for that. She was saying she had a client down there on Friday. That's what made me even say something about it. I'm around the way. I just seen a lot of familiar faces. That was an at to him. Okay. Okay.
Well, let me take this video down, and I'll take the breaking news video down, and I got another story to pull up, and to go right along with the scamming. Do you think police officers? And I kind of know the answer to that, but I'm just going to ask it anyway because everybody got different opinions. Do you think police officers use too much excessive force, or do you think some things not even necessary to call the police on?
They use too much what?
Excessive
force. Like they come in on a situation and become bullies when they're supposed to be coming in the situation to help.
I mean, I can't give an answer just broad. That's a broad statement. I would tailor it to the situation.
I believe that most police officers, and I'm not going to say all, most police officers come to a situation looking to arrest someone. And if there's not if something hasn't happened where they can't arrest someone, they will instigate the situation until they can. The other thing I believe is that they don't what's the word? Not decelerate, but
De-escalate.
de-escalate. Yeah, exactly. De-escalate the situation. In my job, I'm in Southeast right now, working, and I've had several incidents where it can be quite easily escalated or it can be de-escalated. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And I've easily found that it is easy to de-escalate.
Y'all take a picture together too.
If you're willing to take that time to do it. But a lot of times the easier thing is to just arrest somebody, that way they can move on. You know what I'm saying? And I feel that they don't take the time to investigate the whole situation because they don't need to, and B, take the time to actually try to help people in the situation, opposed to just try to find some reason to arrest someone so they can leave. So that's just how I feel.
Okay. All right. My daggone video clip, it was gone, but the situation was about this girl working at a store. She on her job, and a new manager come in. She ain't seen this guy, don't know this guy, and saying that he's a new manager and telling her to do something. She was like, oh no, I'm not doing it. Then he tried to tell her to go home, and she was like, you're not my boss. And she was trying to get in touch with her real boss. And the guy and the girl got into an altercation. The man called the police on the girl. And when the police came, instead of them getting to the bottom and talking to the other managers or whatever, the girl was told to go home. And she was like, I'm not leaving my shift. I'm not going home. And she ended up getting arrested. And that's the video that I want to play for y'all. And I feel like she was unjustly arrested. Let me see if this is not the one. This is not the one. I don't know, because I had it up. I had it in here in my group to share. Let me see. This is not the one. I had it in here. I don't know. Let me see. Did I send it to the right? Oh, I might have sent it to the wrong group. No, my butt. Damn. I tell you. But I'm gonna get the video because I think I know how to go back and get it. But until then, more about sinners. Rodney, where you at?
I'm here. I don't know what you want to talk about.
He had other topics.
Yeah, I got some more video, but I wanted to go boom, boom, boom.
Oh yeah, but topics just in general, like topics outside of the videos, or just the video.
The excessive force. I had 3 videos to comment on. They gave different topics. One was, like I said, with a girl getting excessive force, and then there's another one. I play this one. If this one's up, can y'all see this?
Not yet.
Okay. Look, I'm working through it. I'm maneuvering.
There we go.
Working through it. Molly, I'm gonna get a job working with you soon. Want to figure all this camera stuff out and get my new eyes going. We work. Next thing you know, I'll be running.
Update. We brought you this first.
Did y'all see that though? I didn't bring it up.
There it is.
Okay. I wonder why this. Okay, let me go back to this, and I got it centered.
Woman harassed and arrested inside of her own home in Alabama in front of her child, illegally so. The mayor has now come out against the arrest after our reporting. Here it is.
So when y'all go over there and talk to him about his music, do y'all ask him for his ID?
Yeah, and he provides it.
No, y'all do not. I'll be sitting right here watching. Nobody asking for his ID.
I'm not arguing with you.
I'm arguing with you either. I'm not giving you no. I'm going to jail.
Yes.
If I don't provide my ID?
Yes, ma'am. I'll
let's do it. I'm not giving you my ID.
Turn up, put James money back.
This is ridiculous.
Hey, turn up, put James money back. You're under arrest.
I need to put my shoes on.
I didn't ask for
Wait a minute, don't you put your hands on me like that.
Hold on.
Don't put
Whoa, 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 hold on, wait. Wait, calm down, please, everybody. Please calm down, please. Mom, everybody calm down. I'm gonna give you one more chance.
Somebody just call the phone and call your daddy.
Mom, please.
Why do you need my ID?
I've already explained to you.
Mom, just
Why do you need my ID?
Mom, just give him your ID, Mom, please.
Why do you
Mom,
need my ID?
Mom, please call. Mom, no, it's okay. Mom, it's okay. It's
I don't
okay.
know what the point of keep playing this type of shit is.
Mom, it's okay. It's okay, Mom. It's
Call your
okay.
daddy.
It's okay, Mom. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's
Are
okay.
you
It's okay. Yes, I'm recording. I'm recording. I'm recording. I'm recording.
Well,
I'm
I can
recording.
stand up.
I'm recording.
I can stand up.
I'm recording.
Why you want to rough up a female, dude?
Because you're not complying.
You need Jesus.
Mom. It's okay, Mom. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
You need
This ain't
common
nothing but
sense.
the
It's
devil.
okay.
It's okay.
This ain't nothing but the devil.
Put up the picture full mask. We now have a response from the mayor of that city. We brought you this first. It was an indisputable exclusive. A few days after our reporting, the mayor has come out against the arrest and has dropped all charges against Miss Twyla Stallworth. I have some other updates too.
Okay. Now, so if an officer asks you for your ID and you refuse, they can arrest you, or that's what they're saying. No, they cannot.
I mean, we need to push more education on understanding how this shit works versus just like, I mean, pass more education around so we
That is
actually
not
know how to
true.
handle this shit. I feel like
Molly, that is not
because
true.
it's not what the comments say. Let me see.
Molly
Police
said police
wasn't doing
wasn't doing
this.
this until Trump came into office. That's a lie. He's funny.
He said
Molly's
police
hilarious.
wasn't doing it.
Nah, don't worry about it. Molly's funny. Anyway,
This is
He must
the
have had
part
some
where you
power.
get
Why couldn't she just
education.
listen? Molly said.
Dude, but is that?
I don't
was
know,
she
but I
breaking
don't
law?
like watching stuff and not getting full context because it didn't show nothing. So I
Well,
don't
it
know nothing
shows-
about without going into the video or whatever. I don't know shit about it. So me not understanding is not enough for me.
and the other thing is different states have different laws. All the laws are
Yeah,
not.
so everybody's not the same.
Yeah, because in some states you can. In some states there is, if you are in public. The problem is a lot of things that was in that video. One, she was outside of her house, so that's considered out in public, but she was on her property. So does she have to show an ID? I don't think typically that's against the law that she does. If she's on public or on private property and you are asked to show your ID. Now, if you're driving a vehicle, then they can ask you. That still doesn't mean, just because you're being asked doesn't mean you have to do
comply.
it.
Yeah, there's a lot you don't have to.
It doesn't mean, but it also doesn't mean that officer won't disregard the law and arrest you. It's two different things that I always tell my son. Just because it's an officer doesn't mean he's doing right. And when you find out that this officer is not doing right, then you need to comply because he can kill you. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you putting your son in danger and all this other kind of stuff, like when she decides not to show her ID, then that's her decision. And he said, I'm going to arrest you. Then guess what? You don't fight it. You say, all right, well, if you're going to arrest me, go ahead and arrest me. Because that makes them scared. Because if they're gonna arrest you for something doing wrong, then that's when you can hold them accountable. But once you start fighting, then now you got to fight against the fact that they're going to say, "Oh, she was fighting. She was fighting against me, so that's why I arrested her." You know what I'm saying? Cops will turn that against you anytime you do any kind of resist or any kind of comply. The thing is, the whole time most cops are talking to you, they're just looking for anything that they can turn into a lie. Because once they can turn something into a lie, then they can make the reason why they arrest you. And what you're saying doesn't have to be a lie. They just have to be able to turn it into one. So in other words, when they ask you if you're going to work, if you say, they say where you're going, the biggest, easiest one, they ask you where you're going. And you say, I'm going to work. but to them, you don't look like you're dressed like you're going to work, then to them, they can say, I felt like she was telling me a lie because she didn't look dressed to go to work. So therefore, I wanted an ID because I felt like she was lying to me. That's why they always tell you to don't say shit. Don't answer questions. The biggest thing, because once you answer questions, those questions that you just answered can be turned and said that is the reason why they arrested you, because they didn't believe what you said. And that, unfortunately, is the tough part about it. That's why you should not answer questions. Because as soon as you say, oh, I'm going to work, and they look at you and say, oh, she didn't look like she was dressed to go to work, that's why I asked for her ID. You know what I'm saying? So they don't even have to prove that what you're saying is a lie. They just have to have enough reasoning to say that what you're saying is a lie. Like you say you're going to work and it's 3 a.m. They're going to say, well, she couldn't have been going to work. It was 3 a.m. So she was lying to me, so I needed to search her. You know what I'm saying? So that's why they tell you, that's why the rights is to tell you, don't answer any question. Don't answer anything.
So basically, if a police walk up to me and say, let me see your ID, and I got to give it to them?
Once again.
Yeah.
You don't have to, but
you don't have to.
I mean, I'll say no.
No, what you say, am I under the threat of arrest? And they can say yes or no. Yes, you're under the threat of arrest. But
that's the problem, is that we're not trying to understand. Well, what I'm hearing is it sounds like a lot of people not aiming to understand the laws in the area. And considering the fact that we all know each state has their own, regulations on how they want to do things and how they're able to alter the law and all that type of shit. The mission should be to understand the fucking law in your area.
So I thought some laws
instead of like this, it should be education. Nah.
With the police, no.
No, I didn't think that you would have thought that, but
I said some laws I thought was across the board that was standard, like the reason because all of them arrest you in every country. Different states, but it's the same way. They think they have probable cause, or they do. It seems like they practice. They do the same thing.
No, each department has a different. So if you're dealing with county police, then you're dealing with county laws. If you're dealing with state police, then you're dealing with state laws. If you're dealing with FBI federal, then you're dealing with federal laws. So each place or department you're dealing with has a different protocol. You know what I'm saying? So hold on.
But I didn't think the state police officer could stop me and give me a ticket, a state trooper. What was it? But he did. And I was like, wow. I was like, this is interesting. So, and I even got a ticket from an undercover cop. And I was like, that was interesting as well. So I don't know if the undercover was state, federal, county, or whatever.
I don't know. The study needs to be educating ourselves. So one of these days during the week, maybe that need to be one of the things we stick to is educating ourselves on how to handle shit like this. For those that aren't trying to read about it already, whoever's not trying to learn already because they know they need it. But
like I said, the biggest thing is you ask the question and don't answer questions. If they say they want your ID, you will say, "Am I under threat of arrest?" And if they say no, then you say, "Am I being detained?" And then if you're not being detained, then you leave. You know what I'm saying? But if they say
you can walk away from the. Wait a minute, Rodney.
Did you just hear what I asked you? Listen.
Yes.
Okay. Your first question is, if they come up to you and say, "I want you, let me see your ID," you say, "Am I under the threat of arrest?" And they tell you no. Okay. Well, am I being detained? And they tell you no. Then you walk the fuck away. Now, if they tell you yes, you're being obtained. You say, what am I being detained for? They say, I'm being detained for an investigation. Then you shut the fuck up and you say, okay, well, do your investigation. Let me know when I can leave. And you sit down and you don't answer shit. You don't answer anything. And that is my best advice to give you, the whole round way of whenever you're in a situation that you don't know what the fuck is going on, they come up to you and they're like, oh, you fit the description. Okay, I fit the description. All right, well, then do your investigation. Let me know when I can leave. Am I being detained? Yes. Okay. then I'm gonna sit down and be detained. Then if they say I want your ID, say, am I under the threat of arrest? If they say yes, then you give them your ID. And you say, I'm only giving you my ID because I'm under the threat of arrest.
Yeah, slicky. People, police make their own laws.
Yeah, but you have to follow those things because, like I said, if you answer their questions, it can be turned against you. And once they find you in what they can consider a lie, then that gives them the right to arrest you. They don't have to prove it's a lie. They don't have to do none of that. The only thing they have to do is consider it a lie.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
you're able to respond to comments if you see them, David, that are pertaining to you or whatever too, because you reading them. Don't be afraid to just
jump in if you got a
talk
comment
or something. You don't want you sitting there the whole time.
I was, but I wasn't going to talk over Rodney.
Just speak. I ain't even heard you say shit yet. You've been in here for about 2 or 3 minutes. What's up?
Hey, what's up? What's up? Hey, what's up, Aquarius?
Thank you. You said hello. Thank you. Join in on the conversation whenever you feel ready.
He said, get a tardy ticket.
Have you ever been arrested?
Have I been arrested?
A tardy ticket.
No, you said you have been.
No, I have not been arrested. I've been detained. I have not been arrested. No.
Okay, detained. Okay, I haven't been arrested either. I've almost was arrested though, but anyway, skirt. We're gonna throw that to the side. I ain't gonna talk about that. But David Green, have you ever been stopped by the police and they asked you for your ID and you didn't do nothing?
Yeah, plenty of times. That's why when Ronnie was when Ronnie was talking about, I came in late. I don't know if it was Ronnie or Trey that was talking about one time this week or whatever, going over this or like things to do, things to say. Yeah.
Educate yourself, because it's kind of silly to me to watch videos of people getting slammed down to the ground every other week and then not sharing the same videos on the flip side and educating ourselves. So it just kind of is. I hate conversations that are just endless or just go out in the air and don't come back. Because what's the point to me to keep watching this happen and you don't know? You still I don't know if I can. Well, I mean.
But I mean,
stupid at past a certain point.
Lack of knowledge, lack of, just like you were saying, not knowing, what to do, what to say, this is this, and then, something so small can escalate to, something big because, you don't know your rights or whatever. So.
All right. And that's why this conversation won't go out to the air, come back void, because Rodney just told us basically to ask what to do. And I thank you, Rodney, for having that knowledge, because a lot of us
what's up, Kenny? What's up, Damien, Josh?
Would think that we just have the right to
what's up?
Don't know what we have the right to do or what to say. So you ask, am I under the threat of being arrested? Am I under the threat of arrest? Okay, that's the first thing you want to know. Am I under the threat of arrest? And am I being?
You still don't have an ID. So I don't know what you're talking about.
Am I under the threat of arrest? And what's the other one, Rodney? Am I not being detained?
Am I being detained? No,
am I being detained?
That is the second one, yeah.
Am I being detained? Okay. Am I under the threat of arrest? Am I being detained?
And if they tell you you're being detained, sit the fuck down and shut the fuck up.
Don't say nothing.
Don't say nothing.
That's when anything could be used against you.
Yeah, say, let me know when your investigation is finished. That's what you want to know. Let me know when your investigation is finished. And if you don't say shit, then half the time they'll move on because they know, what you call it. But as soon as you say something and they can find it not to be true, then
Right. So as soon as they Mirandize you, or even before they Mirandize you, if they say we're about to arrest you, just be like, oh.
Always
Should you
right. As soon as they start asking questions, I know my rights now.
should should you go live?
How
I've been
you gonna go
arrested for
live?
Yeah.
They just slap that out. So hopefully somebody else will go live if you being detained.
Well, if you're
you
being
know?
arrested, they're gonna take your phone. But if you're being detained, you still have your phone. Yeah, you
Yeah.
can. You know what you call it. Yeah.
Mhm. I've
So
been
what-
arrested for nothing, 36 hours, said Slicky. I don't when people be saying for nothing, it do be like sometimes I guess be for nothing, but usually it don't be for nothing. Usually it's something that came with the shit. I don't really I mean shit be happening, fucked up shit be happening, but people be saying and nothing I ain't do nothing. And it always be something. What if
So
y'all pull a sovereign citizen card? Rule 5, they can arrest and interrogate you without a probable cause. A probable presentation, I mean. Oh, okay.
please,
They can.
They
That's
Yeah,
what I'm saying.
they
That's why
do.
you ask if you're going to be arrested. If they're going to arrest you, they can absolutely arrest you for nothing. They can do that. Yes, 100%.
Oh, okay. Well, I ain't seen it so
But
far in my
but they can
lifetime,
only keep you for a certain amount of time. So the thing about it is they can arrest you during that investigate. They can arrest you and take you to jail, holding cell, whatever, while they're still doing the investigation, but they still can only hold you for a certain amount of time.
and it's don't somebody have to know where you are? I mean, it's like they can snatch you up off the street, but don't you have the rights to contact somebody?
A lawyer.
I mean, if they holding you, like
Yeah, you contact a lawyer. Yeah. Once you get in there, the first thing you say is, "I want to talk to my lawyer," and then you still say nothing. You still say nothing. Oh. Yeah, if you get arrested, then you want to ask for a lawyer. If you don't have a lawyer and you're in the DMV area, I will tell you to call my boy. And why am I blanking on his name right now?
John,
The Hammer?
Nah, I'm blanked on his name. I can't even remember his name now. I can't. But anyway, Jonathan Newton. Yeah.
Newton. Yeah.
Jonathan Newton. He's a criminal defense attorney in this area. 100%. And he's
So,
an ex.
so look, I
And
had
he's
the John right.
and he's an ex-police officer, so he knows all that stuff, and will be more than happy to counsel or talk to anybody or tell him or watch him on Dad Mentality when he was on that episode where he said, "Shut the hell up." That's exactly what he said. Shut up.
Mm-hmm.
You're in there, shut up. Don't give him nothing. Even if you innocent, don't talk to him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Even if you're innocent, you have no idea what they're talking about. Say you want to speak to your lawyer. If you're being arrested and this and other, say you want to speak to your lawyer and still don't say nothing.
Molly said, "Reese, you ain't got no worries. You one of them. Stop snitching with the laughing emojis."
I wasn't the one that snitched.
Your boy Damien said, "That's right, Rodney. Don't get caught in that trick bag." Slicky said, "I was in a car. They locked up everybody." Well, I mean, in your times, I believe it more so than now. But they held me for 2 days. 2 days ish. Okay. Press Association has suggested now as media press. Press Association has suggested now as media press for us to get our own body camera now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm not doing all that. If I didn't do anything, I just give them my ID. The longer you with them, the more I just give them ID. I don't give a fuck. All that whole fighting the law shit is not for your ass. You can play it. I feel like if you ain't doing shit for real, if you really ain't doing shit, play it safe, get in your ID. I ain't never had no fucking problem before. The girl, Corinne Gaines in Baltimore, that they killed in front of her children was actually a sovereign citizen and had been speaking out against Baltimore City Police Department for years. She had all types of footage and did a lot of advocacy. They targeted her, and her family got paid.
Wow.
I don't think no matter how much you get paid, it's worth your life. So
yeah.
They put the dollar sign on that, and that's the truth. You know, and even if you're a passenger, as like when we was coming back from Roanoke, if that officer would have had asked everybody in the car for their ID, we were supposed to present it, even though we wasn't driving or anything like that.
I mean, I don't. That's the problem with the. Okay, so we need to start one of these days. Like I said, we talking about the law. and
Okay.
understanding the law. Though it varies because of the state and area you live in and all of that. That's what needs to happen versus these videos, because you asking us like we can tell you.
I mean, I don't know the panel experience. You do tell me. You tell me a lot. Rodney told me.
I would
I
would not show my ID as a passenger in a car. I would not give up my ID.
Okay.
And I would tell them I'm not giving. I would say no. I mean, unless they give me some type of reason that they need my ID. Otherwise, I'm gonna tell you no, and I'm gonna sit there and just mind my business, write the ticket. You know what I'm saying? But I've never experienced that either. So
yeah, so
who knows how I would feel now? And then plus, it all depends on. For me, it all depends on what's going on at the time. You know what I'm saying? Now, if I know you pulled me over for a ticket, and I'm with my boys, and it's just because there's two black dudes in the car.
That. I'm talking about like a real
But I'm just saying, if it's two black men in the car and that happens, then I would say no. Now, if I'm in the car with my wife and my family, then I would absolutely give up my ID.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I'm not about to be,
Yeah, exactly. So I want to get out there as fast as possible, and I want you to get, do whatever you want to do. If you want to charge me for some shit, charge me for some shit, but let my family go. You know what I'm saying? But if it's me and my boy and they just prying, trying to find some shit, I would probably say no. But if it's my wife,
out the car?
Huh?
What if they make you get out the car?
Then I get out the car. I would willingly get out the car. What do you mean? I don't want to be in the fucking car anyway. If you want the car, take the fucking car. What the fuck you mean? I'll walk home. Shit. I got Uber.
They tell you get on the ground. Now I was also told this because I never been detained. But someone told me that if they put handcuffs on you, that means you're going to jail.
No, that's not true.
Okay.
No.
That's not true. But you also have to know your rights, because you can tell them no. Because I got pulled over. All right, so I got this. What happened? My mom passed away. I had got a ticket. And when my mom passed away, I was in South Carolina burying my mother. When I came back, I missed the court date, so I had a bench warrant. Okay. I went to the courthouse and rescheduled my thing, but the bench warrant was still out. So I got pulled over. When I got pulled over, it said my license was suspended. I wasn't supposed to be driving, and I had a bench warrant. So when the cop pulled me out of my car, he asked me out of my car and he said, "I'm going to put the handcuffs on you." I told him no. I was like, I haven't committed any crimes. I'm not going to do what you call it. I had the stuff on me about the bench warrant anyway, so that was cool. But I told him no. I was like, call another police officer. If you don't feel safe with me, you about to take my car and search my car, which is fine. I don't give a shit because I don't got nothing in there. I said, but I am not going to sit over here in handcuffs while you search my car because you don't feel protected. I said, call another officer. And he called another officer. And the officer sat there, and I sat there and watched them search my car, and then the shit was over. You know what I'm saying? But I understood what's going to happen, but I'm not going to sit there and let you, if I'm not arrested, you're not putting these handcuffs on me. But they'll try to do that. They'll be like, for my safety, I'm going to put these handcuffs on you. Well, if you don't feel safe, then fuck it, call somebody else. But you're not going to sit me here with handcuffs where, in my opinion, I don't feel safe. You know what I'm saying? Now you got me in handcuffs. You can beat the shit out of me. I can't run. I can't do shit. You got me. You got me here pulled over for something. I'm showing you the proof that I got it. But yes, I'm fixing it.
Molly said that.
So
Molly said that he gave ID and got cuffed. Some cops just bad at their job. Yeah. Tony Klein said, "I'm sorry. What are we talking about? I missed everything." He said it's not illegal to not have an ID. Molly said, I won't anymore because I was arrested from the passenger seat. Exactly Beast One says, Kenny, don't leave the car. Always say no. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, but just know you're right. You don't just because a lot of times they say you got to listen to how they phrase shit. Because if they say that, I want to put the handcuffs on you for my protection, nigga, you got the gun. That's what I say. I told her, I was like, you can frisk me and see I have no weapons, But I'm not going to sit here and allow you to put these handcuffs on me because now I feel like I'm unprotected here. You know what I'm saying? Because I can't move, I can't do shit. Now I'm gonna be laying on the ground like I'm a criminal. And the other thing, you know, I had another time where they said that I looked like somebody and they was going to bring somebody, they was going to have somebody drive by and ID me, right?
Yeah.
During that time, they wanted to handcuff me. I told them no. Once again, you know what I'm saying? No. They was like, oh,
Wait a
you know,
minute, you
for
said they was gonna drive somebody by because they needed to ID you.
yeah, because they thought I stole a bike when I was driving a car. It made no sense.
Oh.
But apparently they thought I beat some white kid up and stole a bike and stole his bike when I was driving my car.
Was this in PG County?
Yeah, this is in PG County. But I fit the description. You know what I'm saying? And so I said, okay, but you're not going to put the handcuffs on me. And they didn't. You know what I'm saying? You can say no. Like you can literally say no. But you got to listen to how they phrase it. Because they'll say, oh, I'm putting the handcuffs on you for somebody's safety. Well, fuck it. You know, you're the person with a gun. You've already searched me. I ain't got no weapon unless I was like, you want to search me again to make sure you did a better job? But no, I'm not going to sit here with these handcuffs on me while you have somebody drive by me to ID me. You know what I'm saying? Which is stupid anyway, because if they just ID you, now you get arrested for some shit that you ain't even do just because somebody said you did it, which is another thing that I think is flawed with our system.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you have people who will say somebody did something just to be evil. You know what I'm saying? And just to be what you call it? You know how many not black men, but men have been arrested because their girlfriends or whatever are pissed off that they fucked their best friend, and then now they're saying, oh, he did this and oh, he did that. You know what I'm saying? With no proof at all. So, I mean, but my thing is this. I still believe there needs to be a system with police where they can still be held accountable for just arresting people for no fucking reason. You know what I'm saying? Because there's no repercussion for them being lazy. Like if you're a lazy cop and you just wanted to go arrest somebody, you can actually just go and do it and come up with whatever reason you want. Oh, they resisted arrest when they weren't being arrested is the craziest thing that I always hear. You know what I'm saying? Just like that lady, I'm sure she got hit with a resisting charge that we just watched. I'm sure she got hit with a resisting charge because you know she don't. But the thing about it is, she shouldn't have been arrested in the first place. So how can you resist something that you wasn't even supposed to happen? So
that's true. I know somebody that because they got dreads and it was down St. Mary's County. St. Mary's County is different than PG. There's a lot of my grandma would call rubbish going on. Oh, you rubbish. That means a little racist. Anyway, she was stopped because she had dreads and she smelled like marijuana. So they thought that I don't know what they thought. Why they said they stopped it because her back light was out. Right, female rode alone by herself in the dark. Now, St. Mary's County, you know, the streets get really dark out down there. So it was like, what, 10 o'clock at night? And they stopped, oh, your light out. And then they said, can we search your car? She should have told them, no, am I under arrest? You know, she complied, gave him everything. But because he smelled weed on her, they wanted to search her car. So upon the search and seizure, they went in her purse. They're not allowed to go in your purse, Sonardi, because they said, can we search your car? But she, because she was alone and by herself, she had a steak knife that she carried in her purse as a weapon. They arrested her that night, kept her overnight because of that. When she got in front of the judge, they threw it out. But just the fact that you have to be arrested and sit in a cell. Isn't that, I mean, and she didn't do nothing. She didn't do nothing. I mean, go get some real criminals. But like every cop ain't a cop, and if they're a dirty cop, you know. But and then come to find out that she could have told him no. You do not have to. When they said, "Can we search your car?" You could say no. But she didn't know that she wasn't doing nothing. Like Trey said, okay, I'm clean. I ain't doing nothing. I ain't got nothing on me. I ain't got but she forgot she had her protection in her purse.
I don't understand how they could have arrested her for a steak knife, though.
Because it was longer than 4 inches or whatever.
So how is that illegal?
Apparently in Maryland, you can't have they call, I guess that's concealed. You can't have a knife longer than 4 inches.
On your person?
4 inches long.
Okay.
Maybe that's why I was thrown out of the court. But I'm like, this is terrible. But like Trey said, if you don't know, you don't know. We just go comply and we don't know our rights. So if anybody out there know a police officer, a former police officer, Rodney, could you ask John Stewart on One Wellness Wednesday if he
John
come
Newton?
on Newton? I'm sorry, I said Stewart. John Newton, if he could come on our show and just give us, talk to us a bit about the law and our rights and how we're supposed to go about conducting ourselves if we are apprehended by said officers and we did nothing, or we feel that we did
I'll
nothing.
ask him. Absolutely.
Because like Trey said, we ask questions, we throw stuff, and none of us really know. So let's ask somebody that do know. So if somebody knows somebody that's an officer or ex-officer, and they have the time to come and share some knowledge with us, we'd be more than happy to receive that.
Most all police
Stop being
officers
corny
won't
in the
come on here.
comments. Stop being corny and dry in the comments. Because there's no laughs. Nobody's laughing. So stop.
So that would be a good thing, because it's because you said different states, different laws, different everything. So in your jurisdiction, you need to know how to conduct yourself, because we could get stopped for anything, and we need to know our rights. And the first thing I tell my son whenever he stopped, put his hands on the steering wheel. If he's driving, put his hands on the steering wheel where they can see his hands. Because the first thing they're gonna say, let me see your hands. And we was doing the show when they had stopped him, and he called me. I mean, did y'all remember that?
I remember.
He was down in Calvert County. He's going to St. Charles. He was going to work. Him and his boss.
And when you was at Gwen's house, right?
No, that's when he went to the hospital.
Wow.
This is when we was doing like the morning show, and him and his boss was on the way to work, and the police stopped him, and they tried to say that his registration was expired, or registration wasn't good, and all of that. And that's when and when I asked him, because Tyree put me on speakerphone, and I asked the officer a question, and then when Kennedy started asking the officer, what's your name and badge number, he let them go. He gave him a warning and let him go. I'm glad somebody put him.
You still got are we watching more of the video? Because you still got the video up.
Oh.
I just ain't want to even.
Hold on.
I think our screen different or some shit. I don't know.
KJ said he'll come on here. He's part of the Police Accountability Board. He can come on and talk about it because he was a part of it.
He knows about the laws and stuff?
I guess so.
I guess.
Okay. This clip, I thought it was sad. I thought it was sad, and it was stupid, and it ended tragically.
It was.
Go ahead, Trey. What you say, baby? Because when I'm in the video section, I can't see nobody. I don't see nobody
getting shot and slammed to the ground. I thought it was Turn Up Tuesday.
Well, we turn up, run from the cops.
I'm just
turn up. What you got to turn up with?
Go ahead, hit play.
Well, let me play the Turn Up Tuesday with the news thing.
No, you ain't gotta switch to a different video. It's just the not having like turn up shit. It's just like sad the whole day. It's sad as shit. Motherfuckers get slammed to the ground. Somebody about to get killed. Like,
yeah,
the subject is not turn up. They, damn. I was feeling lifted.
You was feeling, oh, well, okay.
At first.
You said at first.
At first. Go ahead, play it. It's already.
It's all right. Wait a minute.
The moment he realized he killed his wife. Okay.
No, I ain't gonna do that one.
No, that's the one you pulled up. That's the one you pulled out. You might as well play that.
No, I want to change direction. You're right. It's supposed to be turn up Tuesday.
You don't have to play my link. That's not what I was asking for.
Let's turn up.
That's not what I was asking for. You don't have to play my link.
But
I don't want you to.
But after you send it in, it's like the news.
No, I don't want you to.
And they never in
So
real
you're gonna play my
there's no
shit, and I'm asking you not to play it.
Of stability with them. There's no stability and no conversation.
I don't want
when
you
I
to play
realized,
it.
and too, Shannon,
So
I
you
love
gonna-
the other comment I have to say.
Why that's not fair. Why you don't?
Because I already told you not to. That I would rather not attach my shit to today's subject, and you're gonna try to play it anyway. I'm asking for turn up shit on Turn Up Tuesday as well.
Right, so you're asking for turn up stuff on Turn Up Tuesday, and you sent the turn
Yeah,
up
but
video,
it's somebody about to
turn
get
up.
killed. It's a video about somebody about to get killed.
I'm not
saying
I'm not gonna play that. I'm gonna do something happier. That's why we say turn up.
nah. You can take this one down, and yeah, I was asking where was the turn up if we had some turn up. That's what I was
I
asking
thought that's
for.
what you. I thought the video.
That's not what I was
turn up.
implying. No, I was just asking if you had some turn up. I don't want my this played today. I'm good. I was asking if you had something turn up though, because the title said that somebody when I found out I killed my wife, so I was just wondering if we was gonna turn up or whatever.
But okay, I'm confused. Isn't this video turn up? Is not turn
No,
up?
it actually doesn't.
It's not turn
It
up.
doesn't.
Okay.
It's not turn up. It's mental health. It's not turn up. So I rather I was asking if you had some turn up videos though, like something that's not getting someone slammed to the ground or they killed their wife or whatever. I just asking if you had a variety of videos for today or what.
Yeah, I do. But the videos are about police. It's about the police and our rights and stuff like that. So I mean,
Oh, okay.
Fucked up about your rights and stuff like that. It's about that. The police,
Okay.
Your rights and scams and begging.
Oh, okay.
Turning up the heat on the subjects.
Oh, turn up the heat on the subject.
Turn up.
Oh.
It don't have to be a party all the time. If we got good stuff, party stuff, that's good. But turn up could mean a lot of things. You turning up whatever. You turn it up a notch. It don't have to be all party thing.
Okay. I thought it was like turn up. That's what I thought it was supposed. That's why I felt like that, because I thought you were supposed to be turning up the week and turning up with
Well,
I ain't know it just meant turn up the
Well, turn up mean two different things from a 50-year-old standpoint versus a 20, 30-year-old standpoint. Because we speak different language. So my turn up may be different from your turn up.
Oh, okay.
And your turn up, it may be different from the turn up.
Oh, all right.
Okay, let me go back to what was we saying about before then getting somebody on? And Rodney, David, you got anything to say regarding if you get pulled over, apprehended by the police by pulling up another video?
Oh no, I don't have anything to say. Like I said, I'm just finding out stuff myself and John.
So you never been detained?
Oh yeah. Shoot, I had well, not anymore, but I had like 16 speeding tickets in like 4 states. So
16 speeding tickets. And David, they never took your license. You never been to court or none of that?
Yeah. I had to pay. I had to pay fines and all kinds of junk. Matter of fact, I got pulled over in Paw Paw, West Virginia, And
You mind your business, Damien.
what he say?
Oh no, I was just looking at the comments. I said, Damien, mind your business. Don't worry about yourself.
Oh, please stop buying some videos without hat. Okay. Well, yes, yeah, I got pulled over in West Virginia.
I'm looking for my link. I have video in my link that we sent, but
and it said my court was at 8 o'clock. Well, at the time, I was working at Barry's Plastics, and the shift was from 8 to what you call it. So, I called them, and I was like, "Oh no. I was thinking it was at 8 o'clock in the morning." So, my shift was from 8 to 8. So, I hurried up. You know what I mean? Left the job and everything and all, and I was headed to the to the courthouse, which is like 20 minutes, whatever, no, from Cumberland. And I called and I got a hold of people. I said, "Hey, I just want to let you know, you know what I mean? I just leaving work. I might be just a little bit late. This is this." And they said, "Well, what time's your court?" I said 8. They said, "Hold on." And they said, "Oh no, you're real early because and Paw, their court is at 8 o'clock at night."
And
so then I had to, they have night court. They got night court.
Wow.
So then I had to convince the because they thought I was lying. I had to convince the job to that I was going to be late later on that night at 8 o'clock or whatever, so I can go to the court. But it reminded me of that Nothing But Trouble. Remember that all around the world the same song.
Yes.
It reminded me of that because it was literally a courthouse, like it was like a big house. You know what I mean? It looked like a court building. It was just it looked just like a court, looked like a house. And they gave me and that's when I found out it was against the law. Somebody had to come all the way from like Oklahoma or something to court because they was driving and they flashed their lights. And that's when I found out you can get trouble for doing that. For warning somebody there's a cop or something. Yeah, he got like a $300 some fine or something. I got 100. I was like 15 miles over the speed limit. I got a $130 some ticket or something.
15. Well, I thought if you drive over 10 miles, that's called reckless endangerment. And by you driving 15 miles over the speed limit, isn't that considered reckless and endangerment?
No, it's 20. 20 for reckless.
It's 20 for the reckless.
Yeah, 10 for a ticket. So you got typically you can't get a ticket unless you're going 10 miles over the speed limit. So if it's 55, you're doing 65, you get a ticket. Now, if you're doing 20 over, that's considered reckless.
Okay, so
20. Anything over 80 is considered reckless, no matter what the speed limit is.
Yeah.
Wow. So that night that you was doing 90, we could have went to jail.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I've been in court where the guy was doing over 80 and had his daughter in the front seat with no seatbelt, and the judge told him that she was going to charge him with attempted murder. But she didn't. But she said she should have. And she could have charged him with attempted. He was doing like 90 in a pickup truck with the kid in the front seat with no seatbelt. And she said that she said I could charge you with attempted murder. And she told the officer next time that somebody does that to charge them with attempted murder.
Wow.
That was in Richmond, VA. I remember it was like yesterday because I thought I was definitely not getting out of there, but I damn sure got out. I was icy.
Wow, attempted. So, That's bad. That's terrible. Let me see. This is wow. This is I was trying to show a video of the lady at work that she got fired. The young girl got fired and she was resisting. They told her to leave her job and she wouldn't leave. When somebody, if you get fired, and I guess that's like a meltdown, and we all know this. If they say your service is no longer needed for you to leave to go home, you're supposed to do that, right? She didn't want to leave the job, so the police was called to escort her out. Let me send it so I can pull it up. This is how they did it. I think I sent it to the wrong link. Yesterday. In the link yesterday, but that's okay. I'll figure it out as I go. I'm learning stuff. This is not rocket scientist, but when it visually impaired, it is rocket scientist. But I'm doing good. I think I am patting my own self on the back. I need to know from y'all. Can y'all see this?
Yeah, I see it pop up in the chat.
Okay, but is it on the screen in the StreamYard?
No, not yet.
No.
Okay. And that's the only way I know how to pull it, Oh, darn it. I could have copied it and put it in the StreamYard chat. I'm gonna try to see if I can start doing that next time. Let's see. Make it full screen, then press play.
You're going to jail.
Oh,
You know what you're
Let me see. What do you have? We're going outside. Let's go.
Are you touching me?
Yes, everyone's asked you to leave. Let's go.
Follow me, buddy.
Where's she at?
She's downstairs.
So what's the background, sir?
So she was on the phone, and one of my other employees downstairs heard the person that she was on the phone with, and he stopped drinking while on the job.
Okay.
So we just terminated her like probably 10 minutes before I called you guys. And she's refusing to leave.
Okay. So you heard direct supervisor?
Yeah, I'm the manager.
Yeah.
Hi, ma'am. How are you?
Hi.
You doing okay?
Yeah. Hi. What's your name?
I am Officer Cafroni from Miles Police.
Hi. How may I help you?
No, how may I help you? What's going on?
Nothing. I'm just trying to figure this out.
Figure what out?
This.
What's your name is?
Nalina Tierra?
Melina? Nailene?
Yeah.
Do you have any idea why I'm here?
No clue. Just
Would you like to know what I'm here for?
That's your problem.
Okay. Well, I know what I'm here for. That might be your problem, actually. That might be a business of yours.
Good see.
So, what's your title here?
I'm the owner.
Okay, what's her title here?
She's a BDC. She works in the business.
Yeah, I'm
development
also
center.
in law school. If you want to take down my lawyer's information.
Well, I don't want to talk to you just yet. You just ignore me.
Yeah, okay.
So if she
I
was
want your
administrator
first and
type of
last
thing?
name with my.
Yeah, that's her desk.
Oh, okay. So I want your ID number with your first and last name, so I could
You're
talk
gonna-
to my lawyer.
you're gonna get it.
Yes, because I'm in law school.
Okay.
All right. So
I'm a paralegal by profession. I got a
Oh
paralegal
yeah.
degree.
I'm 21 and I did paralegal like a year ago. Okay. So what's your first and last name?
Officer Cafroni from Miles Police.
First name.
C-A-F-F-R-O-N-I.
CAFFRONI.
My badge number is 616.
616.
Correct.
What's your whole bar number? Your entire bar number?
Bar number? I don't have a bar number. You just got a badge number.
So you said that you went to law school and you don't have a bar number? That's tough. Okay, so let me just call my mom and let me just have her. You obviously aren't professional. That's tough.
I mean, so it's my understanding they're terminating your employment here at the Chevrolet.
Well, what's confirmed is that I need to have someone pick me up. So why are you making it like
Well, I believe they asked you to leave, and you're not leaving.
I am.
Okay, when is
I'm
your
not
ride
saying-
coming here?
Oh, cuando mi mamá me dice que va a venir.
My partner doesn't speak Spanish. Okay.
Your partner doesn't speak Spanish,
No.
correct? So that
I'll go
means
to
I
your
have
event,
to
AQ.
physically speak.
Did you guys officially ask her to leave the property?
Yes, we did. And then her mom was on the phone after I
Yeah,
told
my
her.
mom said that she was on the way.
Her mom said she's not coming to pick her
Go ahead.
up.
No, let me put my mom on speaker.
You need to leave the dealership now, please.
Okay, so ma'am, so the phone.
You can hang up the phone too.
Okay, so I asked my
Okay,
mom
I'm
to
gonna
come
pause
on the
it
way.
Your mother told
right
me
here.
she's not.
Is it me or are they taking too long to arrest her?
I mean, shoot, I think they're doing a pretty good job of trying to get her to leave on her own before
On her
they
own, yeah.
have to arrest. Before they have to arrest her, obviously, you know. But I mean, obviously, they, you know, may not did this for everyone, but they're doing it for her. So it's cool. I mean, I'm not upset about this. Yeah, I think she should have left already if she was smart. But I don't know what's going on, and she does seem intoxicated of some sort.
Yeah, she seemed
But-
a little high. I thought that too, that she was like maybe on something. And then because I know once they terminate me, I wouldn't still be sitting there trying to figure out work or whatever. And I'm pretty sure she got a cell phone and she called them off from a cell phone to come and get her or whatever. But if she's not, maybe she's having a meltdown or we don't know.
No, he probably waiting for more police. He got one more came in, so he might be waiting for more before they.
To make sure they speak Spanish, because she was like, "You speak Spanish."
It don't matter if she speaks Spanish. They want more so they can take her down easily. Because apparently she's gonna have to get taken down if she ain't left by now.
All right.
She obviously ain't the smartest on the tree, smartest branch on the tree. Whatever it is.
Let's see.
Brightest bulb.
Not picking you up.
So what's my mom's name?
I don't know.
That
She's
has
on
to
the
not
phone.
know.
Okay, so that means
She
that
doesn't speak very good English.
Okay, so that means that you don't know my mom's name. So that means I have to get my mom on
But I
the
just
phone.
asked you to leave.
Okay,
No, I don't believe
it's
so. I don't
time to
think
go.
she drives, but I
We're
believe
telling you need to leave. You're gonna be trespassed.
So I can't call my mom and ask her to
You
pick
don't.
me
They don't
up?
want you to use their phones. Okay.
So I can't ask my mom to come pick me up?
you can use your phone, not mine.
You have a phone.
Lo que dolía, lo que no es.
Well, she's definitely on something.
Yeah.
Mommy, this is my mom. Hi, Mom. So tengo la policía aquí diciendo que yo necesito irme de los premises, que yo necesito alguien que me
You can tell she
recoja.
feels entitled.
Porque es una gringa
Yeah,
muy fea,
definitely.
tú sabes, ya de pingada.
You don't want to do
Like
this
vieja aquí.
You don't want to do stuff nice? It's a good
So necesito un Uber o voy a tener la policía.
All right, we're gonna go outside. What's her name?
No, eso es lo que va a
What's-
pasar ahora mismo.
Is she back at
What's your first name?
Entonces.
Okay, I've had enough. We're going. We're going outside.
Are
We're going
you
outside.
touching me?
Let's go outside. We've asked you to leave. Let's go.
Have your purse.
We're going outside. Let's go.
Are you touching me?
Yes, everyone's asked you to leave. Let's
I
go.
think they're just trying to remove her
Let's
from
go.
the premises.
Time to go outside.
I will pick myself up, but don't touch me.
Okay, let's go outside.
Okay,
We've
let me
asked you
grab
to
my
leave.
purse. Let me grab my purse, but do not
There you
touch me. Okay,
Outside.
but my lip gloss.
Right.
Like, bro, what the fuck is wrong with
We've
you guys?
asked you to leave.
I
It's
don't
time
give
to
a
go.
fuck.
That's
Oh.
okay. All right.
Check
All
out my
right.
mouth.
All right. Put your hands on your head. We're not doing this. We're not doing this.
See, now it went from that thing
No,
to
stop.
now they arrest.
Stop,
You're gonna find
mommy.
your back.
No,
I we're resisting.
no, this isn't resisting.
This is resisting.
This is not
Stop
resisting.
resisting.
I'm not resisting. I'm literally
So-
innocent. I'm innocent.
This could have been super simple, and you could have just left.
Lock it real
Look
quick.
at my stuff. Look at my phone. No, this isn't.
Stop moving. Stop moving. Stop moving.
What's wrong with you guys? This is my phone.
Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Purse, my
No, no.
stuff. My purse. That's my purse. That's my phone. That's Like, what are you guys doing? That's my purse.
What are you doing to yourself? That's the question.
What the question
You've been
is?
drinking a lot today. I don't know what you were drinking, my dear. Pretty strong.
No one's been drinking.
Hey, miss, do me a favor. Do a sweep on that desk. Make sure nothing else that belongs to her is there.
You know what? You know what, you guys, this whole company's gonna be sued by my law. Bro, this whole company's gonna be sued.
You
Come on,
could've
take me out, bitch! Take me out, bitch!
You could have just left.
Not it! Take me off! But you guys are gonna be sued.
Okay, well, you could have just left like.
I wanted to leave.
What?
No one
Show one in
wanted
custody.
me to leave. No one wanted me to leave. But guess what? This whole place is gonna be sued. It's gonna be sued. Fuck this place. This whole place is gonna be sued. Fuck this.
Stop moving around.
I don't give a fuck. What? I'm in law school. I have a clean record.
Okay, but like we said, you could have just left.
I wanted to leave. I tried to leave. They wouldn't let me.
And then say that.
They wouldn't let me.
She high or something.
Fuck this place.
Some people are just irrational people.
They're not coming off. You're going to jail.
I don't.
You know what? You
I don't
okay.
believe that's
Let me go to fucking jail.
See, something else. That was the cop can.
No, doña, pero no se preocupe,
Video.
mira, ella la arrestamos for disorder, intoxication y trespassing.
She was intoxicated, disorderly intoxication and trespassing. Because once they terminated her, it became trespassing. Okay, got it. Let me remove this from the screen. Okay. I removed it from the screen. And let me go back and do this. Okay. Is it right, y'all? Y'all let me know if it's right. Okay, thank you, Dave.
Yeah.
So, woo, that was a lot to take. And that almost got me emotional because I felt like that she really has no clue when she sober up. They said whatever she was drinking, don't drink on the job, people.
Definitely sounded like she felt like she was entitled to me. So, you know, either that or just not even a rational person.
Maybe
Yeah, because she kept on bragging about being in law school. So,
which was probably
I guess
a lie.
Maybe that's, you know, maybe that entitles make some people feel that their status is in law school, that they're better than others, or because because you're a doctor, or maybe you're in law school, whatever. I don't know. Maybe it's the status quo, whatever status they got you on, or got you feeling like you on. So
shoot, drinking too many tequilas, you think you'll think you're president. Shoot.
But I think the officers were super, super nice because I seen personally, when I say personally, I seen with my own two eyes where they've taken somebody that was inebriated or drunk, a little too intoxicated, and they told them to leave the building, and they wasn't that nice at all. Maybe because she was a female too, because they don't treat the men that nice at all. They were like, come on, they said you're trespassing, get out of here. But they kept talking to her and let her call her mom and let her slide back to the computer, and they let her, all of that. So yeah, they must didn't have no security or nothing on the job, because sometimes when you get terminated, they have like your administrators or security to walk with you out. Those type of people like that's not irrational. That's not rationally. You got to worry about them coming back doing something irrationally, like coming back to do something.
Yeah.
She acted like she couldn't believe she was terminated, because she just turned around and kept working. Any comments of how that could have been handled, or did the officer handle it? To me, I think the officers did a good job in this video, handled it good. Although they did tell her she was being arrested, but I didn't hear them Mirandize her. before they put the handcuffs on you or nothing like that. And I thought maybe different states do different stuff.
She wasn't arrested. You don't know if she was arrested. They probably let her go. They just gave her the trespassing. I mean, you never know. They're not gonna Mirandize you until they actually are arresting you. There's still a lot more. You know, I'm sure they went in there. They got to get a complaint from the person saying, you know, the owner of the thing saying they want her arrested. They got to do a bunch of other stuff before they can act, before they actually arrest her, or they could arrest her. It's up to you. But 9 times out of 10, in those situations, they just want her to go somewhere other than home. You know what I'm saying? Other than there, you know what I'm saying? So,
because they did say she was charged with drunken public intoxication and trespassing.
Yeah,
So-
they can charge you. They can charge you with that and still let her go.
Not arrest you.
Yeah.
So they could. Okay. Well, wow. I didn't know that. I'll be glad when I get to talk to somebody in the law, because I thought if they charge you, they charging you, so they could charge you and you don't even have to get arrested.
They can charge you and you're not there. Too. You know how many times you done heard the girlfriend, they come over there and the girlfriend all beat up, and she say that he did it, and he put a warrant out for his arrest, and he wasn't even there to say he did it or not.
Okay.
Yeah, they can charge you without you even being there. I mean, it's the same thing. Somebody stole your car and they got proof of you still in the car. They can't find you, but they still charge you.
Okay. Interesting. That's interesting. The law is definitely interesting. I tell you, not knowing your rights, or even if you do know your rights, it all depends on the officer. So, like you said, I learned 2 things today.
Wake up with the sun in a steaming cup. Tune into the show where the vibes heat up.
I learned
The
that
morning
you
Mac
did,
got the flavor, got the glow.
what
Started
you
right,
say,
let your
Red?
energy flow.
I mean, Rodney.
High takes rising like the
What you say,
morning
Rodney?
brew.
Am I being
Fresh ideas and a
entertained?
laugh or two. From
And,
the first headline to your daily dose. This is the show
Am I
where
under
your
the threat of
spirit
arrest?
Am
They
I
ask you for
under
your
the threat
ideas.
of arrest?
They ask you for
I
your
said, am I
ideas.
being
You're under the threat of
arrested?
arrest. Yeah.
Am I under the
And
threat
I'll
of
be
arrest?
entertained.
Am I being detained?
If you're being detained, then shut the fuck up and let them do the investigation.
Place where the good vibes grow.
Okay.
There you go.
All right.
True.
This Saturday, y'all. Check out the musical Sanford and Son in Baltimore.
Bring your dreams
He'll
alive.
give us
The
more
Mac got the
information on
groove,
that.
keeping you
I
in
guess we'll
stride.
get
No
closer
snooze, just
today.
choose to wake
But
up
he played
bold.
Bubba
This is
Pexley,
your
our
hour,
very
let your
own
story
Phil
unfold.
Payne.
New
Gonna be
ideas
singing
with the
and
sunrise
dancing on
spark.
stage.
Fuel for your fire
Wow.
when the world feels
Come
sour.
out
Spinning
on
in
May
the
the
tracks
10th.
of your mental glow. Every listen's a hit on the Morning Mac Show.
I gotta get that flyer
Oh, it's the
information.
Morning
I
Mac.
can't talk about shit
Where the
that I
time
got
don't
going on
lag.
except for the
Get your
barbershop from
inspiration
Lady
packed in a
17.
casual
New Back Barbershop. That show is taking place. As far as I know. I don't know. Tomorrow it'll be well this week. We'll talk about something that's good for you, either mentally, physically, or metaphysically. Whatever we talk about is supposed to help you grow. Morning Mac Show. Anybody got any announcements? Oh, tomorrow Josh Preston's birthday. Yay,
New
Josh.
ideas
In
with
case
the
I forget
sunrise
tomorrow.
spark. Fuel for your fire when the world feels stark. We're spinning the tracks
Anybody
of your
got
mental
any
glow.
other announcements?
Every listen's a
Please
hit
say.
on the Morning Mac Show. Oh, it's the Morning Mac, where the time don't lag.
Only announcement I got is
In a casual swag.
July 4th at Mezzo's Bar and Grill in Cumberland, Maryland. Starting at 8 o'clock.
That's who's gonna be in Missouri.
When? July 4th?
I don't know when.
I don't even know when.
Sipping slow, feel the rhythm hit your toes. Welcome to the place where the good vibes grow. Roll out of bed, bring your dreams alive. The Mac got the groove, keeping you in stride. No snooze, just choose to wake up bold.
Good.
This is your hour, let your story unfold.
Do, 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 do.